before we start, I just wanted has anyone in the audience met their significant other on Bumble? Don't be shy.
Raise your hands.
Yeah. Okay,
I brought you hats.
Whitney brought some hats, so just want to circulate those. Okay, so last year you had a huge announcement.
Yeah.
You stepped down as CEO. You're still
Step forward.
Step forward as CEO. Step forward as CEO.
Into executive chair.
You're still executive chair, and you are brought on a new CEO, Lidiane Jones.
Yes, she is remarkable.
What compelled you to leave, or let go, or step forward?
So it had been almost a decade. And I think it's very important for everybody to always ask themselves, am I adding the most value that I could possibly add? Am I showing up with the passion, the heart, the smartest opinion on the things I'm best at? And what I realized when I sat down, I realized that I was spending too much of my time on things that I'm not inherently excellent at. I'm a founder, I'm an entrepreneur, I have big vision, I have so much commitment to this company, I almost feel like I'm intertwined with it, but my time was getting sucked into the day-to-day, operations, and that's not my destiny.
Right, by the way, we did an episode of The Circuit together. We got to go to your house, thank you so much for having us, and we couldn't talk for 5 minutes without your phone ringing. Like your phone was just ringing and ringing and ringing and ringing.
I love my CFO. I love our lawyers, but like they need to stop.
Can't you block your schedule and say you're doing something?
Yes. No, and the answer was no. At the time, I couldn't. And the truth was I stopped feeling as inspired. And the moment I found Lidiane, I saw her. It's funny because I've been building these dating apps and these connection apps where people are essentially finding their soulmate at first glance or their best friend. And I had the same thing happen. I wish we'd met on Bumble, but I saw her and I wish I had been Bloomberg, but it was CNBC. And I saw her and I said, I need to meet this woman. She's brilliant. And she feels like a really complimentary partner to me. She's a technologist. She is super sophisticated when it comes to AI. This is like her natural language. And I'm a dreamer. I'm a brand builder. I am very obsessed with product and creating brands around things that shouldn't be brands. I mean, people don't really wear dating app t-shirts historically. And there's a lot of married people that rep our swag now. So there's something to that. And our brand should make you feel something, right? And I want this brand to outlive my tenure and anybody else that steps in, and so we're a really great partnership.
Well, I met Lidiane and I was super compelled by her vision for love and connection, and so obviously, what could be more important in the world, right? Love and connection.
Nothing.
So I'm rooting for you.
Thank you.
What did you feel any pressure to leave? Was it the board? Was it the stock?
No.
Was it some external thing?
No, absolutely not. I love our board. I know they would have supported me if I had wanted to continue on being the CEO. It was time. It was time. And I just wanted to be the best version of me for Bumble and to dream about the next 10 years. So I'm actively involved in a very exciting kind of behind the scenes focus on what comes next. Because when we launched Tinder and when I launched Bumble, we disrupted an industry that was never used by the millennial, crowd. And so I'm looking at Gen Z now, and I'm looking at the insanely large TAM of singles around the world. Loneliness is on the rise. It is actually one of the biggest issues that humanity is facing. I mean, according to the Surgeon General and top doctors, loneliness is actually killing us. And social media, while it has its benefits, it is not social media. It is antisocial media. And so I think there's something really powerful about the technology that we're building to really connect us, go online to get offline. And that is going to be absolutely critical for the next generation, the current generation, and for bringing us closer together.
So Bumble just made a huge change. Women don't have to make the first move now, which obviously was super core to your founding of the company. Like, what does that mean? Is Bumble just going to become just like any other dating app?
So the headlines got it a little wrong. Women do still make the first move. how they make the first move has evolved. And what we heard from over 70% of the women that we spoke to was, we love making the first move, but we don't love how we make the first move. Sending a message to 70 matches is exhausting. Women already have so much work every day. We are just burdened with exhaustion. And we kept talking to all of these women, young and all ages. They're like, dating is exhausting. We love Bumble, dating is exhausting. So we heard them. We wanted to preserve the safety and the original inspiration behind making the first move, which was essentially to put women in the driver's seat and to also remove a lot of rejection from men. Dating was a broken system.
Well, dating's still kind of hard.
It is really hard.
And even with apps now, you've got people like the backlash against dating apps, and people feel like they're stuck in this kind of vicious cycle.
They do. So what we did was we leaned into that. We're obsessed with our customer. For the first several years of Bumble, against doctor's orders, I read every single feedback email. They went to my phone. I was the feedback person. So no one realized, but the CEO was responding to them. I was essentially the first line of communication. And we still do that. Lidiane is obsessed with that as well. And so we're taking a customer-obsessed path, and we are going to win. Like, we will be the way people meet. And this is not a fad. And so what we are doing is we're leaning into the things people don't like, the things that are stressing them out, and we are saying, how do we be the best place on the internet for women? How do we be the place that people find real connection and we do not exhaust them or stress them out along the way? So with Lidiane's expertise in AI and her unbelievable technology background, we're just going to innovate, and that's how we're gonna win.
And how much is AI gonna help or hurt that? Because you and I talked about last year, AI might be able to help teach you how to flirt, help you write that opening message. On the other hand, you've got like people falling in love with bots and like bots posing as real people.
Yes.
Like, this is getting really terrifying.
Yes, it's a little freaky, but that's a fad. I mean, listen, I'm sure there are people out there that might form friendships with some form of AI, and that's fine. But our focus with AI is to help create more healthy and equitable relationships. And that also starts with yourself. How can we actually teach you how to date? How can we help you show up in a better way?
So give me an example.
Okay, so for example, you could in the near future be talking to your AI dating concierge, and you could share your insecurities. I just came out of a breakup. I have commitment issues. And it could help you train yourself into a better way of thinking about yourself. And then it could give you productive tips for communicating with other people. If you want to get really out there, there is a world where your dating concierge could go and date for you with other dating concierge. No, truly. And then you don't have to talk to 600 people. It will go scan all of San Francisco for you and say, these are the 3 people you really ought to meet. And so, that's the power of AI if harnessed the right way. But for us, it's staying very committed to our Northern Star, a safer, kinder digital platform for more healthy and more equitable relationships, always putting women in the driver's seat, not to put men down, but to actually recalibrate the way we all treat each other. And so AI is going to follow the same set of values, and we are going to lean in fast and furiously. We already have. Bumble's actually already been an exceptional use case of AI. We've been using machine learning and AI for several years before it was super trendy. But I think you're at the very early innings of what this platform looks like. And very importantly, community. We will not be a dating app in a few years. Dating will be a component, but we will be a true human connection platform. This is where you will meet anyone that you want to meet. A hiking buddy, a mahjong buddy, whatever you're looking for. Anyone that you need to meet for community. If you're going through something tricky, you've gotten a bad diagnosis, you don't know anybody, you should be able to go to Bumble and find somebody going through shared struggles and shared joys.
All right.
And that's what the future is going to be.
So if you share a joy of mahjong, I know where to go.
It's a thing in the mom community. I don't know anything about it, but...
Well, if I know one thing about you, it's that you can't stand still, and your time will be filled with important things. What are you doing right now? Will we see you get involved more? I know you've been super active in policy. Will we see you going to Washington? Will we see you start another company? What's
Why don't we just do all of it? Might as well, right? No. So I think my time right now is focused on a few things. I would say that first and foremost, going within, taking time to really explore what moves my soul. Like, what do I want for this next decade? So that was a nice little pause, bringing Lidiane in. Everyone's like, wow, I haven't heard from you for 3 days. It's a miracle. I'm back. So, my nap is over. And I am definitely very involved at Bumble. I believe that Lidiane and I together have the potential to build one of the largest, most impactful, mission-oriented companies maybe ever, but certainly founded by and now run by a woman. I mean, I'm really committed to changing the face of technology for women and girls. I want them to see that it doesn't only have to be the men that have built the behemoths. And so Bumble has the capacity to really change lives, and I'm very involved. I'm definitely also thinking about what do I want to do with my knowledge and my passions, maybe in a new business. And so nothing to share today, but that's definitely on the horizon. And policy, like you said. The laws don't reflect the needs of girls and women around the world, and I do believe the internet is making us very, very sick. I think that we are in a crisis because of a lot of the online addictive behaviors. And so we've already passed one law. We're actually now taking it to the federal level, which was to make unwanted lewd image sharing a crime, which we did in many states. And we are now taking that federal. So I think you will be able to see a whole suite of legislative efforts to make the internet a safer place for women.
They are making a movie about you.
Apparently so.
You're being played by Lily James.
Thank God.
Yeah.
If anyone has seen her in a movie, she's actually quite remarkable. I don't know.
You're not involved.
I am not involved. I'm extremely flattered, a little scared. But you know what? I'm just, it's in their hands. I have no idea what they're doing. But I wish them the best, and Lily's sensational.
All right, sign me up. I'm going to bring out my popcorn. Whitney Wolfe Herd, thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
joining us.